Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Chanticleers will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game.
Wide open spaces. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's French. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Marshall quick to the line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Right back to the well. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Tempo and overdrive.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Rushes on him. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Finds his man. It's O'Neal. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Catch in the middle. It's Courtney. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
And the shot to clears are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's at these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Now, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Looking downfield, it's French. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's up to 113 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the big fella. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Yeah, this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every weekend. Let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots, his first of the day away, he was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Boley. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Shakes off the defender. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Marshall quick to the line. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Marshall trying to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smooth.
Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Ready, break. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Dropping back, it's French. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, shot to clear. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Got him downfield. Smashes ahead. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got a man. It's Rogers. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Catch in the middle, it's Rogers. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw, it's Bowling. The short hands, it's Johnson. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's got it. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. They want to run this quarterback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Marshall! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
3rd down coming up after the completion. Looking to pass. It's French. They're working that left side. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the shot to clear is with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's O'Neal. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Here's a hit. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Makes the catch. It's Rogers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Marshall quick to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. With the catch, it's Wallace. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown. Thundering Herd. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 24 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's French. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Harmon. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Rogers. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Wallace. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Working that left side now. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Quick pass on the jet motion. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hurd! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're on 35-10. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and not his best work. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's French. Got his man in the middle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Creates a little space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's French. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And the Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. On the option, he'll toss it. Breaks into the open.
This guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year. But, man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 15 over Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off-play action on 1st down. Connection to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's French. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding. Listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point than turning it on. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down for the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd. Oh, the kicker's on the run. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. takes the handoff. It's Roberts. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Offense gets set for second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The shot that clears had this offense rolling.
Here we go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Courtney. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay,
And the shot that clears will try to punch it in on first and goal. To throw, it's French. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Rides the back on the option, the give. Inside the 25. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground.
Easy.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Get set. Get set.
Looking to throw, it's Boley. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Plucks it out of the air. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And here comes the field goal unit. Oh, it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. At the 15, he's loose. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 30.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's French. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The sure hands, it's Gibbs. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Chanticleers have their offense in high gear.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Oh, and how about the big play?
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Inside the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the running back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Great place to start for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Wallace.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
On the option. Now the toss. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Herd! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Quick release on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Get set, get set.
Trying play action. Flips it out to the back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He got it. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Trying to get the corner. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Finds him out of the backfield. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the Shanta clears in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
42 Spider.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Chanticleers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun. Pocket breaking down. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Marshall's offense comes onto the field first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Boley. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He's got it. 1st down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believes.
Turning it on. Inside the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Marshall!
Every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Murray. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the Panthers are on the move. Off the RPO, complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On the ground, it's Murray. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on third. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hines is way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. He now has 63 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. He'll pitch it. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Thundering Herd faces a third and short. To the air. It's Boley. Snagged out of the air. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The play action fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Rogers. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Boley. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Using his legs, it's Murray. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Makes the catch. It's Harmon. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Big play offense. defense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. He now has 80 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
42, Spider.
The option look. He'll pitch it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Hurd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the 1st play of the drive. He slings it deep to the left. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air, it's Boley. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball.
There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Running to Green. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. First play of the period will be a second down. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down coming up. He'll try it again. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Marshall!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their third of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be knocked down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down.
Here we go.
The run from the shotgun. Turning it on. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's a fake. He wants to throw it. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. The give to the back. Finds a little space. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Finding open areas. Crosses the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the catch, it's Harmon. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Bringing the heat. Heaves it on the run. intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurd! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The give on the inside. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He takes it at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. On the option. The pitch. Finds a crease at the 20. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
Strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Bowling. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Marshall.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch inside the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. The give to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Marshall! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Saw a crease, nothing nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
Man, when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Maryland. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll go back to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Direct snap. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Hunt is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option.
They fake it. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Harris back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gives it on the option. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Okay, ready?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Jackrabbit.
Harris will throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field. Turning it on! Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives them a first and goal. The Thundering Herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He'll keep it himself. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's got him, and he's gonna score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Yes, if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Harris back to pass. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. On the ground, it's Wallace. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting at this time. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Creates a little room. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Brings up 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it in. It's Harmon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. Calls his own number. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground.
Here we go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll try the run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Run is part of their game plan. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Marshall will be forced to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Panthers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Harris will throw. The quick out. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Burt. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He's got it. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.